reaction, so popular.
Consume as a loop in you. Consume as a loop in you.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Alva Smiling Faces podcast. So
Well, you knock.
You didn't even give us a chance to make He was so excited.
Dear me.
So excited he couldn't wait.
Typical premature Deka.
Yeah, that's what I always say. Is like,
Jesus, mate.
sorry, I just
That was-
Straight out the hurdle.
I've been waiting all day to say it.
He said that faster than fucking Man City scored the first goal.
So we had loads of people message me over the last 24 hours just messaging saying, well, wouldn't you now?
I know.
As if we missed it.
Yeah.
Like somehow it
yeah.
passed me by.
So, to be honest, I didn't really want to do one tonight, but because I think everyone's shattered.
Oh.
I got in late last night, and it took us a good hour and a half, 2 hours to calm down.
I just couldn't switch off.
I couldn't. If I put my head on the pillow, I couldn't have went to sleep. So I'm just sat, just looking through my phone, just reminiscing again.
We had a sore thumb.
Yeah, and a wrist. So yeah, we won, you know.
Yeah, man.
Unbelievable.
Conceded after the what, 30 seconds or something daft like that?
Sliced less than that, wasn't it?
So I was 37.
Were you in the ground when we conceded?
So I was at work in Manchester, and I got dropped off by my gaffer at 10 to 8. So I was like, oh, it was rammed as well, man, outside. And I was trying to get in. I got in. I just got in when the minute silence was about to start. Mm-hmm. So I got my seat, and I obviously did the minute silence. And then I hadn't even spoken to my dad at this point. So then my dad shook me hand, and he went, yeah, right, son, you have a good time with me? And I went, oh, amazing. And I sat down, and I went, oh, I thought it was 1-0.
So where were you? Were you in the ground?
I was in the ground, I
was walking through the turnstile. So when you come through the turnstile, the first one on the left towards the strawberry corner in the east stand, walking through there, as soon as you go through the turnstile, you can't see the pitch. So it's just a straight corridor into the pitch. Yeah. Beep, walked in, looked up, and the Man City players are just celebrating that tiny bit of the pitch. I could see they're celebrating. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
You see a male Roxette just
I was like,
dancing like this because he scored.
Like, then I thought, do I turn back around? Do I just do the full loop around the turnstile and just keep on going? But no, I stayed. Some people didn't, but we'll get onto those in a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, really, yeah. I don't gonna lie, bear in mind I'd been away all the last couple of days, dived back for that, and then they scored so quickly. My dad laughing, he went, I didn't think you should have come. And I was like, this is the piss, this. Like, I wasn't happy, like, but that is what it is, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Well, even like driving into town last night, there was loads of times where I was just like, oh, I'm just going to turn around and go home. Because it was fucking freezing cold.
Oh, it was cold.
I wasn't feeling very well.
So I finished work at 4:30. Then I thought, well, that's was going out like straight after I work. So I went home, watched the kids. And it was on BT Sports, and I thought, can I be asked to go back over there to watch her get just absolutely battered by them? And what else? Just stay in the house and watch it on the telly, just get some cans and watch it. And I went, I know, we'll probably get beat, but what if? I don't want to be that person that didn't go to the game.
I'm so glad I did. Like, now
there's loads of people around me that were all new. I'd never seen them before. There were some people behind me that they didn't even know. They didn't even know were players. And I'm not kidding when I say that. They didn't even know who was who on the pitch. And I was like, I don't understand where you four have come from, because normally there's always 4 people behind us. Yeah. But them mustn't have bothered, and they've sold a ticket or something. I don't know how that really works.
That old fella that normally sits by me, no one always talk about that, arsehole. He wasn't there, which was
loads,
glad he missed it.
There was loads, like, looking around the ground, there was loads of, like, seats empty of just people that just obviously couldn't have be bothered to go, because it was on the telly, it was cold and wet. And
I mean, in fairness, midweek games can be difficult to get to for people for work and shit like that, do you know what I mean? So I don't think it's just because people might be pissed off with the scenario and what's been going on. I mean, some of it is. I get that, but I don't think all of it is.
There's three people that sit around me that never go to a midweek game.
Really?
Never.
No matter what? Because they might have as well. I mean, hey, there's one lad in front of me. He travels from Glasgow every single. And there's another guy. I think it's not Bournemouth, but it's canny far down south. He comes for every home game.
There's a few that travel up. There's a lot like from all over the place.
Yeah, and I'm furious that I've got to get the metro or drive back to Shields, and they're like, oh, I've got a 4-hour journey. And I'm like, fucking hell, like, what are you thinking?
So we'll go straight back to the start. So start lineup, the Brav guy in goal. Then it was just the usual.
Just what you expected, really, wasn't it?
The 3 at the back once again.
I was happy as soon as I seen that. Mate.
First of all,
I text you straight away.
Once again, Lejeune. He brings something special to that defence, doesn't he?
Well,
you say that, but I thought he was a bit.
Go on, Mark. Go on.
I thought he was a bit rocky at times, like.
Oh no,
and he loves him as well.
Me.
He was terrible.
Overall, he had a good game, but there was moments where.
I agree.
I don't know. He just maybe his concentration wasn't quite there.
Do you think that's because it was Man City, and you expect that from every single player on the pitch?
I mean, let's face it. Every time they had the ball, they had six players in attack. They just had a line of people
Not
that
one.
were just.
Not if you look when Man City got the ball, not one player has stood still.
Yeah.
They're just constantly
movement
moving
was
all over
ridiculous.
the shop. And the opposite, you look at us in the first half. If someone got the ball, everyone's heads down. No one wanted the ball.
Yeah, well, no, I agree. I totally agree. I think the Lejeune, he had Sterling on the right hand side in the first half.
Yeah,
He was causing real issues for Lejeune on that side of the field. And on the second half,
it was him and Richie, wasn't
put
it,
him on
over
the
there?
other side, which I couldn't quite understand why.
Well, I thought it was because as the game went on, Richie and Lejeune and Atsu probably really got to grips with him.
Well, Edlin certainly had grips with him in the second
and he
half.
kind of faded out of the game. So I think it was just, as you say, in the second half, they just then decided to swap sides because they brought on Jesus, wasn't he? He went over on the left. So it was when
that's a funny thing with Man City. A normal team, so you take a player off and they're normally replaced by someone that's probably a little less as talented as what the players that's just gone off.
Yeah.
Manchester City, they take one player off and you get in. Then you see another one and you're like, oh shit, he's even better than that one.
Well, I mean, it makes you laugh. I mean, Aguero scored I think the most goals ever against the club, isn't it? I think, and he scored again.
It was
the first goal was
nonsense goal,
wasn't
wasn't
just
it?
dreadful, wasn't it? It was
How would
really
look
bad.
his head on
it
that.
was blatant.
He fell over.
I mean, he fell over and it hit him on the head, and it just fell in the right place for Aguero to tap it in.
It was shite. I mean, I was also reading something before the game that. Well, a couple of things actually. I had an argument with someone, not an argument, but in fact I wasn't arguing with you. We had a discussion, down.
Scared of him, mate.
Always does.
No, he's a lovely lad, loved him a bit.
Argues with me all the time over
Harder than
nothing.
you.
We were away with work and we were having a bit of crack about Newcastle and that, and he was saying, do you know that Newcastle, he loves Rafa, he absolutely loves him, and he was saying that we've never came back to draw or win a game when we've went behind under Rafa.
Nah.
No, listen, just listen, continue. And I was like, okay, gritted teeth a bit, and I was like, I don't know about that, and Ashfaq was saying, no, listen, I've researched it, and we've never gotten a draw or won a game when we've went behind.
So the one that comes to the top of your head straight away, mine's Brighton.
Was that the league game?
Yes, it was when we went a goal down where Diome scored that fluky goal outside.
Oh, Championship, you mean?
Yeah.
I'm talking.
Oh,
sorry, I meant
Premier
Premier
League.
League. So I
Oh,
apologise.
right, okay.
I meant Premier League.
Oh, and now you're moving the goalposts.
Sorry, I am. Yes, I'm doing that actually. I apologise. So I'm on about a real league. Sorry. I think that's dreadful. Me, I don't care what anyone says about money, what anyone says about what team we've got, and all that. I believe that we should be better than that. Manager included. You should be able to motivate your team better to come back. You know what I mean?
To be fair, though, that's been a thing for years and years now, hasn't it? As soon as we went behind, we've struggled to get back into games.
Yeah, but then you might point the finger at the management then.
So is that true?
Aye, it is. Aye, yeah.
100%.
Did you research that, or did you just?
What
Jesus,
was
what
that?
was that? What was that?
What was that?
Got a poltergeist?
He doesn't think it was true.
Jesus.
Is anybody there?
That wasn't good, like.
My heart skipped a beat there.
I'm getting the word.
No. Aye, so there was that we were talking about. And the other side of the thing I was reading is that I don't know the answer to this. When Man City have went in front in the game, one of them lost. When them have took the lead. Under
Right,
Pep.
okay.
Under Pep. I don't know, like. I don't know, there'll be many games.
I don't even know if these facts are true.
That's a
No,
research.
the Rafa one is. The Rafa one definitely is. Because
100%.
I then researched it afterwards, and we've never in the Premier League game.
Is that just this season, or in the entire time he's been here in the Premier
The
League?
entire time he's been here, as far as I'm aware.
Ooh, I'm surprised at that, like.
And if I'm wrong, I hope I am wrong.
'Cause I
It
thought
was just
that
a
was
conversation we're having. Do you know what I mean?
I thought that was one of the things that we'd actually improved on. That, like, when we've gone behind, we've actually been able to turn it around and come out of it, which never ever happened under.
Actually,
Poch,
that was
for
true.
instance, and stuff
Actually,
like that.
it's bullshit. I thought of a game already. It's bullshit.
All right.
Well, certainly, I'm not saying this season or maybe last season, but it's certainly bullshit. It's bullshit, yeah.
Right.
Because we'll never pull away. We're going to be 2-0.
2-2. 2-2,
So there you go, done. Next question. Sorry for wasting 10 minutes of your life.
Now you can go back and argue with him.
Ashfaq, you're wrong. But no, I think... Yeah, so that is wrong, isn't it? But sorry, that's what he had said, and I was casting my mind back of this season and last season, and I could not remember when we've come back from a goal down.
I'm trying to think. I bet there's more than just one, you know.
The problem
I'm
is...
sure we'll have it a couple of times at home this
Because
season.
I went on the fixtures, I didn't have loads of time, but I went on the fixtures on the way back, and I was looking over recent years, and I couldn't see one. Away from home or at home, and I was like, bloody hell, he's right. But thinking of
Well,
it
I
now...
hope producer Adam's scanning through the results.
He won't be.
No,
he
he's
won't
not.
be.
He's watching the match.
Watching porn.
But still, I mean, in fairness, I mean, Richie's mentioned the other week, didn't he, that we went to goal down and the fans felt that we were going to get beaten. We are pretty poor at coming back into the game, in fairness, and yeah. So sorry about that.
Defence, there's 3 at the back, obviously, basically 5 most of the point through the game. It was 5 at the back. It was back 5. Most of the time when Man City were attacking, it was 5. You could physically see a row of 5.
Yeah.
Perfect line though, wasn't it?
Great.
Perfect line, man.
But their, as I said before, their attacking line was exactly the same. They were just lined up and there were triangles, movements.
Oh, they're a wonderful team, there's no doubt about it. Yeah. They didn't look as fluid as I expected them to be, but...
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that's
we
been said.
Cancelled them out really well.
Well, you look at the last time we played them, we got slagged.
Yeah.
We were nothing like that game. We were nothing like that. We never got out with 1 half the first half that time when we got beat off them 1-0.
Yeah, that is true.
We never got out the half. That was a different performance.
The big difference is we've got a presence up front now that can hold up the ball and be able to then get you away on a break, which we didn't have. Tactically, line-up wise and stuff like that, I just think it was exactly the same as that. The difference is this time round, we had an outlet.
That may be a fair comment. Yeah. I felt that we're trying to keep hold of the ball a bit better. I felt sorry for Atsu, in the first half because the poor lad was getting the ball and he's running and there's 4 or 5 blue shirts around him. And people behind me are going, look up, and I'm thinking, look up the way. Like there's nobody there.
I noticed that every time Atsu got the ball, he couldn't go down the wing. That wasn't an option. He just kept on cancelling that out. So he kept on trying to go inside. As soon as he's inside, he was 3 or 4 players just on him.
Yeah.
And just physically no one to pass to. So the only option he had was try and do a few tricks and get past them. And obviously every single time. But I'm never going to be the person that sat on the ground and kick off because you can physically see. If you're watching the game, you can physically see he's got no other option.
Yeah. I think Atsu's, the last... Probably half a dozen games. He's been great. He's been able to get a bit of a run in the team, get a bit of form, a bit of confidence, and I know that we've spoken about confidence, time after time with different players. But it goes to show you that if you actually allow players to have some time in the team, get the heads up, get the feel for it, get used to playing with each other and stuff like that, then you'll get the performances.
I've said that from the championship days, didn't I? That Rafa changed it too much for me.
So other than Atsu, you had in the middle, you had Hayden and Longstaff. Let's just give some praise to Longstaff. How well has he been playing?
Again, I thought he was a bit dicey first half. The first probably
he lost the ball in the
20 minutes. Yeah, given the balls away and stuff like that.
And put Wistry on that pressure.
Yeah, but after that, he grew into the game and stuff like that and broke. And he was another one that never stopped moving from side to side to side to side, cutting off balls, closing down angles and stuff like that.
He's never going to be the player that the likes of Key or Shelby, where he's just high crosses in left, right, and centre across the pitch, putting players through on goal. But what he does do is second on at this moment. Every time if he loses the ball, he's clattering players to get that ball back. And do you think it's because he's a local lad, he's born and bred here, he's proud to wear this shirt, and it's just
I think it's
just sheer passion. This is my opportunity.
It gives him a bit of responsibility in the team because he knows what it's about. He knows what it means to the players. The fans. He's playing for every one of us because he is one of us. So. His performance, especially against these big teams, where you're looking at the midfields, you expect really for him to get hammered in there. But he's standing out. Even Guardiola after the game praised him for the job that he'd done. Saying that they couldn't, his midfield that cost £140 million couldn't get anywhere near 2 players in the centre that had a combined fee of £1.5 million.
Aye. Well, exactly what else to say, isn't it? I thought Longstaff's best game personally was Chelsea away.
Chelsea.
And I thought against Man City, the things I'll always give him so much credit for is obviously because he's young and because he's one of us, he chases everything. Yeah. He never stops working. He's running. Plus he's young. He's a young lad. Of course he's going to be able to do it. Second one is no matter where he is on the field, he's not scared to have the ball.
No, he's not.
And that is
always wants to do
that. Is unbelievable. I think. I think you look at Hayden, who for all he's not an experienced player, but he's certainly more experienced than Longstaff.
Yeah.
Longstaff's so much more comfortable of having that ball anywhere, anytime, and he might not do. He's not always doing rakers, as you're saying, 40, 50-yard passes. But some of his short passes are very intelligent to keep the ball moving, like a bit of what Key was doing when he come in. And you cannot underestimate how amazing he's been since he's come in. Like
It's been like it was similar when Key came in, and who was it that came in at the same time as Key?
Muto.
No,
wasn't, was it?
I mean,
Shaw?
who brought into the team? Shaw.
They
So
came on
Key and
against-
Shaw came in,
yeah.
and they was thinking, "Oh, Jesus, I don't know what these are going to be like."
Bearing in mind we
Obviously-
lost with Captain and
yeah.
Shelby. Like
and
that.
Shelby thinking, Jesus Christ, we're in the shit here. Those two came in, and we've just done it again with Longstaff.
Yeah.
So Key goes off to the cup, he gets into, he's back now, he's injured.
Yeah.
But then Longstaff steps up, and you're thinking, Jesus, like we've got like a substantial midfield of players that can do a job if they have to. At the moment,
I think what's even more amazing about Longstaff is he's playing alongside, and all right, you might give credit to Hayden here, but he's playing alongside a midfielder, a player doesn't want to really be here, isn't really that good, in fairness.
Yeah.
If Longstaff was alongside Shelby or perhaps maybe Diarmi, maybe Longstaff might even be better.
Yeah.
But for Longstaff to come in alongside a player who's not really that good anyway, and still play as well as he is, I think is absolutely unreal.
No, I completely agree.
I think Longstaff could, potentially be that replacement for Diarmi of being able to, sit, break things up and just give it simple, and then have somebody key alongside of him that can then go and play football, make things happen. And
He's Michael
and make
Carrick,
those
isn't he?
passes
Do you
and
not
stuff
think?
like that.
He's
Yeah,
Michael Carrick.
very similar.
The way he seems to carry himself and move and that, he's like Michael Carrick. He really is, and I think
I hope he just
absolutely thrilled,
continues
that
to.
we've got a player that's come in through our ranks and getting a chance. He would have never gotten it if everybody was fit, but he's really grabbed it with both hands, and for me he should be in the squad every week.
I agree.
Even when
I
everybody's
completely
back, get him in there on the bench at least. You know what I mean?
I think he'll be there
Shelby's
all the
just
time now. Like,
completely gone through it. He's injured. There's not really much update about Shelby at the moment, is there? What's happening?
I don't know. I think there's something more.
So, I think that's me just overthinking things.
Dummett's the
but
same
it's
though.
strange.
I mean, both of them have
That's
been
fair
out for the
Dummett was there at the weekend.
same length of time.
Dummett
haven't
was there at the match at the weekend. Shelby might have been, but I know Dummett was there because he was putting videos on. He was sitting one of the boxes at the top. But
I'm a little worried that something's happened with Shelby more than an injury. I don't know if he's fell out with someone, or maybe was he going to be going somewhere. I don't know. I just feel it's so quiet on his front. We don't even know anything really, do we? Do you know what I mean?
well,
they? Probably because we're just not missing him.
a couple of weeks ago, I
well-
said if the opportunity was there to sell Shelby and get the money off Shelby's sale, would you do it? So with Longstaff stepping up now, you've got Longstaff, you've got Diarmi and Key. So there's your three, if they're going to be fit players. So your three there. I would say at this moment in time, all three of those start ahead of Shelby.
We're linked with obviously two other midfielders at the minute as well. So obviously Hayden is a one
Hayden's
that
gonna be
he's
gone.
going to go within the next couple of days, providing we get in the replacements. So there's one away there.
Before we get on transfers, because we'll wrap the podcast up before we get on transfers, but let's have a mention of Rondon. He's unbelievable, isn't he?
I might be being a bit stupid here, but I think he's better than Denver Bar.
Oh, I'm not having that
That's
yet.
bold,
I'm not
that,
having
mate.
that yet.
I think he is.
I
think
love Denver
I
Bar.
think what he gives us, I don't think Bar could give us in this team.
But
I think the
gives
very
more goals
yeah
than what
Demba
Rondon-
Ba is
I think Rondon could give you them goals in that team we had at that time.
I probably agree.
In my opinion,
Demba Bar's players around Demba Bar were
Yeah.
a lot more attack minded.
Rondon is literally just on his own up there all game.
Rondon's got
And
a great
somehow he's just-
all-round game.
He's the man. He's
but
the man.
from a goal scoring point of view. And
Demba was mint like.
I know.
I know what you're saying, but
Hey,
if you put Rondon in that team,
He
then he
scores
could
every
score
week.
a lot more goals.
I don't know because
well, hang on. With Cabaye, even Gutierrez, Ben Arfa, you don't think Rondon would score more goals?
because of the type of goals Demba Ba used to.
Remember,
score,
used to
really.
score a goal very similar to what he did last night. Rondon scored.
That was just.
I honestly feel that Rondon. I honestly think he. For what I've seen of him, I think he is as better. I'm going to say better, yeah. And maybe that's because I'm being a bit.
Bold statement for me, that
That's
like.
the way I'm thinking, but I cannot
Funny.
believe how good he has been, Rondon. Last night he was the complete forward. Last night
He hasn't
Complete
shown
forward.
that real goal poacher, killer instinct of finishing and stuff like that.
When you
enough
get one
for-
chance a game, though,
for-
it's difficult.
I'm not sure. The goal he scored against. Oh, who was it?
That's not to say he obviously he doesn't react to like the ball being parried out and stuff like that. He took the goal last night very, very well. Kind of
Was it
watching
Watford?
it the way it came
Away.
down and stuff
Watford
like that.
away?
Unbelievable.
So,
That was a goal scorer's instinct to get that one.
Unreal. My favourite one was was it Bournemouth were beat and Kennedy crossed it, he's on that header, and they were liking it. I think it was Robert, someone, wasn't it? Clive or whatever it was.
Put a bullet header on that one.
He's got everything, man. And for such a big lad, right? We all said at the start, "Oh, he looks a bit heavy and blah blah blah." He never stops working. All right, he hasn't got loads of pace. I can monkeys about that. I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
But God, how hard does he work, man, for the team, man?
Last night he grafted his arse off. Even towards the end of the game, you could tell he was shattered,
Aye.
but he was still. He could keep on going and going and going.
Aye.
And
Well, the last 5-10 minutes, he was basically playing in midfield, but he was still
great.
the furthest player
It was
forward.
great. It must have been around about the 91st or something. The
was the
ball
best
just
moment.
landed. You just braid it as hard as you could.
Unbelievable that, you know.
Did it go like out?
It went
like
out for
towards
it.
the losers. Not the losers.
Went
Towards
to
the
Milburn,
Milburn, aye.
aye,
He
out for a
just went
corner.
on.
Batted it as hard as he could.
It was amazing.
But then the thing that annoyed us with that is they didn't then push up to try and hem them in a little bit. They just sat back and waited them for them
There's
to
another
take
time where Hayden got
the
the
throw
ball
in.
and we're pushing up. Then it must have been the last couple of minutes of the game. Then Hayden tried to put Rondon through to grab another one. I thought, just go to the corner, man. I was like, we're taking the piss now. Just get it to the corner. Just have a laugh. How are they? But
I just think...
other than Rondon, Perez, second half,
Second half, yeah.
he was trying. So similar to Atu said, Atu was trying there. Perez was exactly the same. And if he did lose the ball, let's be honest, he was lucky to be on the pitch.
Not the only one.
The only reason he stayed on the pitch was because De Bruyne didn't get sent off. That was the only reason Perez.
And to be fair, if De Bruyne had been sent off then Perez wouldn't have got sent off because he wouldn't have been.
Everything.
Yeah.
But then again, even after that, he made a couple of more challenges. So he made another one after that. He could have easily had a yellow for. Then when we scored, I think it was when Rondon scored. He just got the ball and he braided the ball towards the keeper.
Oh, that's when we got a free
all,
kick, wasn't
They all
it?
started kicking off.
Yeah.
The Man City players went straight over the ref trying to get Perez sent off. Obviously, just bottling it. I'm sure it wasn't the Rondon goal.
Perez, right, something I've thought about him the last few weeks is I think he plays better when he's pissed off. So if he's booked, for example, he gets booked or a decision goes against him, he has spurts in the game where he really gets pissed off. And I think he's better when he plays on that
In
edge.
the second half, he did get challenged and he was on the... It might have been that De Bruyne one, actually. And he was on the pitch, on deck for a few minutes there. And the ball... And that couldn't have been De Bruyne, it must have been after that. Because the ball was still in play.
Yeah.
And he was still lying on the pitch.
Yes, that's right.
Then after that, you're right.
It was
after that,
Fernandinho, wasn't it?
It does. He gets pissed off and he plays on the edge then though because then he gets dirty himself. But ironically, I think you get the best out of him when he's pissed off. Which is a lovely move where it was himself. He took it on. Someone gave him it back really fast and he played a 1-2 a Rondon and I was like, whoa.
Oh well, your side of the pitch.
I was my side of the pitch, and I was like, really, yeah, like that's what we want to see. But I do think that if he's pissed off and angry with the decision, he seems to be better.
So now you look at, you've got Almiron, he might have actually signed while we've been here. So it looks like that's going to be finished tonight. He's been there, he's done his medical, he's been around the training ground now. So surely that can only make Perez better in regards to competition within the squad.
Well,
so when Mutu's back, you've got Mutu, Almiron and Perez all fighting for that number 10 role, really. And that's what we needed. Perez has been far too comfortable because he's been getting his game day after day, week after week. Yeah. Obviously, Mutu has started making a few appearances, then he went off to the Cup, so that just put Perez straight back in. So now...
Well, he got injured first, didn't he? That was the...
So now, there's no option just to accept that you're going to be playing. You're going to have to graft when you get a chance. Or what will happen, another player will come in, what we've done with the likes of Key, Shaw, and now Longstaff, and they're going to keep you out of the team. And even Dummett's going to struggle to get back in that team now.
No, you can't get in.
Especially with how good the back three have been.
Well, the way Richie's been playing on that left-hand side.
It's Richie's best position. I said it last week. It's his best position.
Yeah. I love him. I do want to see. I said that last week, and I would never criticise him again.
No, Dummett could go the left side of the three.
So, when he was making the videos about the 1,000 subscribers, I was looking at a few clips as well. And
did I slag him off? Like,
no.
Oh, okay.
So it was Lascelles. Great game. We'll never ever slag him off again on the podcast.
Right,
Fast forward a year. We got shite.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's heat of the moment comments, but for me, Richie's unreal.
He's great.
I cannot knock him, and I
love him.
Well, I'll knock him in the sense of we all know that he hasn't got the quality that like there is. You would love him to be able to put a better ball over sometimes because he hits the first man a lot. Yeah. Hasn't got blistering pace to get past the player. But so what? Like, the guy grafts his arse off.
You look at the goal which Rondon scored. It all came from Richie on that left hand
side. And do you know what it is? He had the chance to go down 2 or 3 times to get a free kick, but he decided to keep on his feet and put a great ball over. And I thought Hayden did very well on that goal because a lot of times in that area where a lad will head it back in, it goes to the keeper because he's so close. His header back in was really good to keep the ball alive. Like it was good.
Atsu was very clever as well because he
took players away.
He almost he tried to get himself like in front to try and score himself, but then he saw that Rondon was in a better position, so he actually then just got himself dead. It stopped and blocked two of their defenders, so that Rondon just had free touch to put it away. So very, very clever from him.
So I done something the way say with a Man City fan just a few days ago, and I said the scoreline I predicted 2-0 Manchester City. I thought everyone thought that was coming. Then I said to him, if there's any weak spots in your team, where are the weak areas where you can't pinpoint? And you went wings, you went defensive fullbacks, you went, if there's any way you're going to get the goals, it's going to be crosses into the box. And it just shows Richie on that left hand side there. It was Walker. Was it Walker?
Kyle Walker was right back there.
He just walked. I'm sure it was Walker. He just went past him and just kept on going. Then the ball's just perfect. It was great.
It really was. No, I agree. I think I just felt like being really honest here. I know them scored so early. As well, no. I didn't really, when it was at half time, I think we were a bit unlucky to be a goal down. To be honest, I didn't really think we played badly. They
had a lot of they had a good few chances, that.
Well, they scored one technically.
They missed
that the ref. De Bruyne
was offside one, wasn't it?
No,
the free kick one.
Oh, the free kick,
yeah. And that was a wonderful.
And then he got booked for that, didn't he?
But I never really. I mean, I thought Perez had a really good chance in the first half where he pressed a player.
It was just after not long after they scored, wasn't it?
And the ball, I felt, landed perfect for him to have a good run up at it and really lace it, and he put it wide.
He just pulled it across the
side.
He was running around the right hand side of the pitch, and I thought he was going to go run because he just keep on going. And I was started going, hit it.
I just hit it
first time. He took a touch and he just hit it.
And when I didn't think them were on full song was because a lot of the times they had the ball in midfield and Longstaff would just nick the ball back. Well, I know we didn't do anything with it, don't get us wrong here, but a lot of the times we were breaking the ball up around the halfway line. I'm thinking Man City that I thought would never lose the ball around there. And then obviously Craigie come to the second goal.
So
there was a few times where they got through and the flash balls across the in front of the keeper. The keeper had to make a few saves and stuff like that. So
the first half,
they could have got.
I don't think Dubravka made a save in the first half that I can remember.
Nothing. No, I wouldn't say he's made a.
That was second half that he was
made some unbelievable. First half, I thought.
Go on the second goal. So the penalty, Longstaff once again. He knew exactly what he was doing there. All he had to do there was get in front of the player.
Well, it's good that he got that
clue. So the Man City, who was it?
Fernandinho.
You tried to say his name last night.
And I still couldn't say it.
And I'm going to be honest here, I think he's the most important player for Man City that I've seen this season. He's unbelievable. I really do. And I thought we bossed him. Honestly, I did all game. I thought
he was going to a lot of fouls and stuff.
He didn't have a clue where Longstaff was, and Longstaff knew all he had to do was get in between the ball and the man there, and he was going to get a penalty. And at first, I didn't think the ref was going to give it because was it Perez? I got a chance after that. Was it?
It was just a snapshot, wasn't it?
Someone had a shot after it, and I thought, oh shit, he might have played advantage there because we've had a shot on goal. But I look at the ref and he's just pointing out.
He kind of thought about it, didn't he, for a bit?
It was blatant though. He had to give it.
It's been coming, like penalty wise. Was
it Spurs 2016 my last penalty?
God knows.
Sure, I seen that.
No.
Someone said
Kennedy, Cardiff, you missed it.
Oh yeah. So maybe I don't know.
So last
home one. Maybe?
Home must have been a while ago.
Yeah. Just so I seen something on Twitter. I said 2016 Spurs was the last penalty. But you're right, Cardiff.
Still haven't had a player sent off against her though.
Well, De Bruyne should have went.
Absolutely.
There's no question about
100%.
that.
I don't know
how that is not a second yellow. I don't know. I really don't.
No idea.
Really
but once again, that's when I got the fans back up on the feet.
Yeah, I think that was the big thing is because first half, especially going behind so early, there was a lot of kind of anti-Ashley stuff and songs that were going on, and the referee started making some dubious decisions. There was some good tackles put in, some chances and stuff, and that then started kind of changing the focus of the match and the attitude around actually getting behind it and getting up for it and supporting the team and stuff like that.
Well, going a goal down so early didn't help. I say help. It helped the Ashley chance, if that makes sense, because as soon as that ball hit the net, bang.
Yeah.
There was a couple of minutes, it was a 5 or 10 minute period where that's all it was, and that's absolutely fair enough. And get on with it, great. That's what you want, really. But then, in fairness to we always get better as a crowd when the referee's an arsehole.
100%.
It's
always been the case.
Always been the case. He did that, and then from that moment on, we were absolutely on fire. I thought.
So what really annoyed me, I sat in the East Stand alongside Adam and my sister. The Ashley chances, if stand over here, Ashley, you can only get a lot of fans standing up, especially towards the Gallagher corner. Then the East Stand, there was me and him.
Yeah, it's too cold.
Me and him, like no one else stood up.
Too cold.
And I was thinking, you just need to stand up. Like, I know it's not going to do anything, but just stand up. Like, what's the worst? Just stand up.
I know, but
Stand up,
you've
count to
just
5 and
said,
then sit down.
You've literally just said why people don't stand up because it's not
nothing's going to happen.
And I'm sorry, but that's what.
There's times that I can
Just
be asked
join in,
to stand up
I
when it
didn't
does
last
it. I'm
week.
like,
A couple of times I didn't. I went, fuck my day here. Just sat back.
Because your seats are really comfy though.
It is lovely. Like.
I swear to God, it was my seat last night was fucking freezing.
Oh, mine's right.
I could have done with that little cushion thing.
So
like
the worst thing is when you go in at half time, then you come back out for the second half. Your seat is like you're sitting on a fucking ice cube.
Yeah, I forget. Yeah, sorry, I was going to say something.
I forget what plastic seats are like.
No, I was going to say
that.
I didn't want to say because when I go inside, it's like in here, so it's really warm. It's absolutely amazing. Whereas basically you're just in this like.
It's colder. It's
colder
colder than the concourse than what it is outside.
It's so warm.
It's freezing.
I was sitting watching BT and I was
at half time. My sister walked out.
What for?
She didn't come back in.
Why not?
Because our mate was in the pub, so she went to me and our mate saying, I'm not watching this shite. Like, it's the first match she's ever walked out of whilst I've been going to the game with her. She just walked out at half time. I said, right, see you later. And there's an old fellow fell out like her not long after, a few minutes later. And I think Adam said something to him. The old fella turned around and he went, we'll win 2-1. And he was gone. And he was like either like something in my imagination. I've just made him up, or he's just fucked it and fought.
It was that bloke that's just been kicking around behind the bar before.
I have to be honest there. Like that first half was not warranted enough to walk out.
Nah.
We were all right. Honestly, I thought we were
Swin
all
came
right.
over at half time because Swin sits in the East End. He came over talking about it, and he went, it wasn't too bad. I went, nah, you would have probably took 1-0 at half time.
Well, I honestly think apart from that 30 seconds, that first goal, I never really felt under pressure at any point. And let's be fair, you're expecting to go there and you're going to get not say hammered, because you're saying 2-0's not hammered. That's your thought, wasn't it? But you know there's going to be periods in the game where you're really under pressure. Yeah. I honestly didn't feel that the first half that much. Like
second half were for us, period.
Yeah, when we scored, when we scored to make it 1-1, them literally turned it on, which you expect courts to kind of do that. But once we weathered that storm, to me they looked like they ran out of ideas. And going back to the second goal, what you were mentioning was a few times in that game we decided to press them early. And I almost think every time we did, we won the ball back. And prime example was that Fernandinho thought, that might be Perez in front of him, and he thought, all right, you're there, I'll just turn around. And then he just turned around and Longstaff, to be where he was, in fairness, if them had scored, let's just say they had of him, went, what on earth are you doing up there? Yeah. But full credit to him for pressing the ball, because I'm all about that, just press the ball, make them make a mistake. And sure enough,
let's give a special mention to Richie as well.
Unbelievable.
The balls he needed to take that penalty.
Well, that keeper won.
Is he been an RCR?
What I thought he was doing is he's probably got in his head saying chances of saving this are quite slim, because normally 80% of the time you score a penalty, don't you? He's probably thinking that's quite slim.
It was
so if I concede this,
gamesmanship.
It puts me 2-1 down. I need to get as many minutes out of this game as possible. That's what I thought he was thinking.
No,
it was all psychological to put pressure on Richie and put him off.
Well, both of them started. The keeper started when he went down, and it might be Fernandinho again, went and stood on the post and just started hovering around the post for a little bit, waiting for the referee to shift him. Then that's when the keeper went down and started holding his name there. And I thought, Jesus Christ,
I actually loved the atmosphere.
So I was just going to say that.
Wasn't
that
it
was
the only thing I was disappointed was why we didn't sing the Richie's Magic Hat song.
After he
very
scored.
surprised. No, before, like when we were waiting, I thought any second someone's going to start that chant off. That would have been amazing. But anyway, it didn't happen.
Why didn't you start off, mate? Why didn't you start off?
Not allowed to sing in the Platinum Club.
You're not allowed, no. We're getting sent off. I'm bored. But the atmosphere was mint, wasn't it? It was really good at that point.
It was really good that the fact that, because we knew what was going on, that the keeper was taking the piss, trying to put him off and stuff like that. So, but Richie did well just to not get involved. He just kept himself to himself.
I don't think he spoke to anyone. He just started hovering, didn't he?
Just hovering, floating around, keeping himself focused, not getting wound up or anything like that. But he must have been, inside.
What I thought the fans did well, because we were booing it first, quite rightly, because the keeper's been an arsehole. But I think as fans we realised actually booing and that's not the answer here. Yeah. So then we just started singing Newcastle, and I just thought it was amazing. I honestly did.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
And then he took it. To be honest, from where I sit, I was banging like literally bang on line with it, and I thought it was a great penalty.
Looking
Seen it back from behind, I was like, Jesus. I thought it was in the corner.
Saying that, it was still a bloody good penalty.
Well,
the power that he put on.
he kept it
if
so low.
If it had been a foot higher,
Save.
it's a save.
Yeah.
Keeps it on the ground.
And any penalty that hits the net is a good penalty. So I think
But he absolutely leathered it.
I was so happy for him.
So it's like, even if it had hit the keeper would have ended up in the back of the
Richie
net with the
normally
ball.
puts them in the corner as well, doesn't he?
I think, again, you say the pressure and everything, but for him to deal with it, manage it, and score was unreal. And when he's running the corner flag, I love that. When he
I was
the
nervous.
only left-footed penalty taker that I trust. Because normally when it's a left foot, I think, oh, Jesus, this is going to be bad, because they normally go in the same direction every single time.
Yeah.
Because there's been some terrible left-footed penalty takers in the world, hasn't there? Like Roberto Carlos, Stuart Pearce, Gareth Bale.
Stuart Pearce missed
and Chris Waddle.
Missed one.
Chris Waddle.
Stuart Pearce, probably one of the best penalty takers ever.
I know, but you missed the World Cup penalty shootout, are we?
Wasn't an important one.
I tell you, 2 left footers missed him around. Yeah, but amazing. But I actually thought, I think Rondon got the ball in the way that he had the ball. I thought, oh, he wants it. But then I think, obviously, Richie's number one.
I just all I saw was Richie just going straight up to the penalty spot. I don't think there was ever any doubt that he was.
You know, when we scored it, like, did you feel? Obviously, I know when you've jumped around, you don't know what to do. Kiss whoever you want to kiss. After that, did you feel, well, we'll not lose it, we'll at least draw? Or were you thinking, no, well, hang on here, we'll win?
Someone went 2-1 up, I thought, they scored 2-2.
I didn't feel under pressure. Aye. It wasn't until it got a bit later on, I was thinking, they started getting a couple of chances, and I was like, oh, they could get back into here, but then I was like, oh, it's still a draw against, but and then the back of your mind is like, oh, what if it's another Man United?
Well, for me, what happened, obviously we scored, them got a free kick, which felt like seconds later, right on the edge of the box.
It was, what's it called? The Turkish kid came on, literally took, as soon as they got that, they did the substitution, brought him on, and he took it.
Yeah, and I thought, oh God, that was really awful.
I think we were going to bring a sub on at the same time, we left it.
Yeah, we left it.
We didn't change anything until after the free kick.
Dubravka still worries me a little bit with free kicks, but the only thing with that one was it was very close to the
wall, didn't it?
The edge of the box.
Fine, so and then I tell you one thing though, and I sometimes praise teams for it as well, to be honest, but I didn't praise these for it. The clock's really ticking. And they were just quite happy to knock it round at the back. And I was thinking, hey, crack on, lads. And I was really surprised. And I know it's not...
That's normally us when we're losing.
They were just knocking it around. I'm thinking, but you're right. Actually, normally we get on the backs. But in Man City, we're doing it. I was like, hey, happy days. You're wasting your own time here, so crack on. Yeah.
As a unit and as a team, we were solid and were very hard to break down. And there were so many times that they went forward and they couldn't do anything and they just had to go all the way back and start again.
Yeah, a lot of times.
And their centre-backs... They're similar, I wasn't sure, they don't care, they'll just get the ball and just keep on running with it as far as they possibly can, going up the pitch.
There was one where I was getting a bit worried, to be fair. There was, I think Edison gave it to Stones.
And he just kept on going.
And Stones just ran all the way down the middle. I was thinking, whoa, lads, come on, you can't invite it that easily. But
if you notice, we've picked up on DeAndre Yedlin, took it inside quite a lot.
I've got some mention of that.
He follows the ball every single time. I think he's been told to do it. So when the ball goes over the right hand side, you see the defence as a unit
all of the moves
shift up.
So I'm going to say something here which I seen yet last night for the first time. I don't think he does it all the time, but Yedlin did exactly that, which I always complain about. And Rafa was up shouting at him, saying, "No, move," because I don't know who they're doing it. I don't know if it was Sterling at that time.
Would have been Sterling.
Might have been Sterling to the left, yeah. And he was pointing, and then Yedlin was answering him back, going, "No, I'm watching him." But that's Shaw's man, whoever, he didn't have to go there, do you know what I mean? So on that scenario, actually, I felt...
I think that's where you need a little bit of help from Perez, who's technically playing up in front of him to come, because even when we had 5 at the back, they still had 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Because we had Hayden and Longstaff were always in the middle, just in front of those 3. So there wasn't then anything to stop their full-backs getting forward.
If you're playing 3 centre-backs and then 2 defensive midfielders, you're absolutely so strong in the centre of that field, aren't you? And I agree, obviously, your wing-backs and Perez, if he drops wide, should be able to manage anything that's really down the sides. You would think anyway, but it was a win which, I mean, you go back. I was trying to think in my head like a bigger win than that recently, and I'd probably go back to the Man United at home. But Man United were not Man City.
Yeah.
I know we beat them and it was an amazing achievement, but Man United weren't these.
Yeah.
This win, I don't think there's been many.
You know, it's a fantastic win when you can see it's coming towards the end of the game, the full crowd standing up, just waiting for that full-time whistle.
Oh, I felt like it went on forever. That
Did, yeah.
God,
five minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah, because they were passing it around. I'm thinking any minute he has to blow, and he just wasn't blowing. I was like,
And then didn't they get a corner or something like that, right? The death as well.
And then it went out, didn't it? And then you knew, obviously, when the next kick the ball. It was tremendous, and every one of them deserve massive amounts of credit.
They do.
I think it was so sweet because you just didn't expect it.
No,
like I mean, when I came in and met you after the match, I was just like, what's just happened there?
It was.
You just.
It was unbelievable. Like, you know what I mean? They're not going to come around often, and you know when you think as well. I think because Burnley were beating Man United as well. So the lad next to me was 2-0 or whatever. I thought, fuck, Fulham were winning 4-2 after being 2-0 down. And then
I couldn't believe it.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what if you had lost that game, you would have been in the bottom 3 probably still. I think we were.
We moved to
14th last night. I'm not sure the results now. I'm not sure where we are.
Aye, that's true. Aye, but at the time, because we went back inside and obviously everyone was crowded around the TVs waiting for the Premier League table to come on, you know. And the cheer when it came up, even I was surprised. And it was absolutely amazing. And something else is you would bite me and gone at this point, but you know, Lascelles, I've seen Lascelles a lot of times go round, you know, clap on the bad times. And this time he went round and I thought, good on you. You know, he deserved this.
He only ran around the centre circle though. He didn't actually.
No, because
up to the end,
do you know
like
what it is?
does.
True. I think it was because he wanted to get inside and really enjoy the moment with the players.
I think he wanted to get in and get in the fucking bath.
Lascelles isn't. He never
Second half, but I was like, I had a hoodie on. I had the hood up. I had my coat on. Was zipped up to here. I was like literally this much. I'm sat here like that.
Sorry, I've got heated seats, so sorry.
Right, I'm done. Anyone else anything to add?
Yeah. We're doing another one, like.
Nah.
You sure we're not doing another podcast?
We could do another 10-minute one.
Well, we'll kind of have to.
Okay then, we'll do another.
We kind of have to, right?
Yeah. Okay, we'll do another 10-minute one. I just didn't want to jinx it.
Okay.
We'll do a 10-minute one. Okay. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking the channel. Thanks for subscribing. Spread the word. We're mint.
We won, you know.
Did we?
Just. Okay.